during the first quarter. Here are the writers of Far from the Tree, Krista Maloney and Rob Maggio.
Hi, I'm Rob Maggio, the composer for Far from the Tree.
And I'm Kristen Maloney, the lyricist.
So we thought we'd do a dramatic reading of what you have directly in front of you, so that it might really enforce that. So synopsis, based on the nonfiction book, a prodigious book by Andrew Solomon, Far from the Tree weaves several stories of parents raising atypical children, with Solomon's unusual journey toward parenthood. Leaping across multiple decades, the musical explores the challenges parents face in supporting children who are profoundly different from them, in the face of limited information and a society not built for their kids.
And the first song today is What Are We Doing Here? The explanation has actually been transposed, so it features Vanessa Ramirez, who lives with her husband Joseph on a military base in Okinawa in the early 2000s. Their 8-year-old child, who was born biological male as Joseph Jr., has come out as the trans girl Josie. And while Vanessa encourages her to present as she pleases, Joseph is worried that it's too dangerous in their current environment. And his fears are confirmed when very late one night, someone throws a brick through their living room window.
In the second song, Look What We Did, this features Dave and Mary Osborne. Their names have been changed now to Osborne. Their son Corey lost his hearing as a baby in the early 1980s and became one of the first children to receive a cochlear implant. In this scene, a preteen Corey is leading 2 different baseball teams to their respective league championships. These are all true stories, by the way. One of the 2 is a deaf league, which Corey himself decided to join after becoming a star on the local hearing team.
And I'll just go ahead and highlight one convention of the musical is that Andrew, the author of the book, is in the scenes with the parents, helping to narrate and also experience their stories as he goes through his own birth story. And so in Look What We Did, you'll see Christopher, who is playing the announcer, will also jump in and be Andrew, and he's considered to be in the scene with them as well as in the basement scene. So we hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for having us.
Everything. I'm raising our children. Didn't you notice? What do I have to grow? Doing the best I can, making daily decisions. I made some without you. Well, now you know. I don't think you're trying to be cruel, but I'm picking up cues. And when Josie reaches out, your eyes say a lot. You see, I believe her. It's not a game of dress up. It's not a phase, and it's not going away. Now there's a brick in our house and a glass in my hand, and I don't know what you're protecting. The air is thick in our house, and I don't understand. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? You have a job here, obligations and honor. Well, I'm the one on the front lines too, with nowhere to go. There's a world out there, other people like her. I tried to tell you, but I think you don't want to know. Now there's a brick in our house, and we can't look away. From now on, there's no more pretending. I'm getting sick in this house. I can't believe you'd say, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Do you think this is easy for me? I've been struggling with it too. I've been praying for answers. I keep coming back to what her eyes are telling me. You could stand with us, get out in front of things, stop being silent, defend your family. There's a fear in this house, hanging in the air. If you don't accept her here, No one will out there, and the fear in this house will follow us everywhere. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Yeah. So one Saturday afternoon, he was sitting around looking mopey. And I said, hey, why don't you take Corey out in the backyard and play catch?
And he kind of loved it. I got him a glove and a bat, and once I did that, I was basically out of my depth as a coach. So I got him this crazy idea to try him out for Little League, and he was amazing.
And the next year, he discovered there was a deaf Little League, and he joined that too.
He was a star on both. That year, both teams made it to the championships, which were on the same day.
About 50 miles apart.
Well, yeah, the Deaf League covers a huge area. We spent half our time in the car, but it was worth it. Look at that, the stands are packed, the biggest crowd we've seen all year. The team's going wild, there's a buzz all around. Something special's happening here. Think about it, the decks were stacked. He's used to be a step behind. Now he's out there in front, it was there all the time. The strength that we helped him find. Look what we did, now he won't have to struggle at all. He was off to the side, he's out in front of the pack now. Got him on track now. Look what we did, we made a hell of a kid.
Next up, Corey Osborne!
Woo! Let's go, Corey!
So Dave was trying to sign, and I said to him, that's not how you say let's go.
Then what am I signing?
An obscene suggestion. That's why everyone is staring.
Oh, sorry. Let's go, Corey!
Crack! And that's going, gone!
Woo!
That's another home run for Corey Osborne.
Did you see that? It was like the end of The Natural when he shattered the lights.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Natural, Robert Redford. Didn't I see it with you?
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, we're stopping by Blockbuster on the way home then. Who did I see it with? Struck him out! Good pitching! That's your kid, right? No. Oh, jeez, look at the time! Hurry up, Corey, we gotta go!
Now? The game's not over.
They're up by 10 with 1 inning left. They can go to the bench. We'll be late for the other game.
I mean, we'll probably only miss warm-ups.
He can't miss warm-ups. Corey, come on.
Don't you think he knows what you're doing?
I'm beating the traffic. What do you think I'm doing?
The Deaf League banner is replaced by Orange County Little League Champions of '89.
Look what we did. We really taught him to juggle it all. 2 different teams. He takes it in stride, keeps his feelings inside. Look what we did. It's a lot for a kid. See how he's opened up. Guess we got what we wanted. He doesn't need us the way he used to. His confidence has grown. He's out there holding his own. Despite all the good it's done, this game is his life now. There's no room for anything else. It takes over his days. He still needs to grow in other ways.
Next up, number 8, Corey Osborne. Crack! And it's over the fence!
Yeah! See that? That's my kid. That's my boy. Look at that, now that's a hit, worthy of the Hall of Fame. And when's the last time you saw him smile like that?
I saw it in the other game.
Hey, that's my kid. Love to see how he's slugging the ball. Two different teams, can't help but think this is fated.
Still think we might have waited.
Even if we did, he's one hell of a kid.
This is it, folks. Bottom of the ninth. 2 outs, Corey Osborne at bat. Bases loaded. Team's down by 3. Championship is on the line. Fun fact, Osborne lost his hearing at the age of 2, but he has an implant that allows him to hear everything we're saying, folks.
Jesus.
What a trooper.
Jesus Christ, Steve, did you tell him that?
I don't know, probably. Why not? It's fantastic. Go, Corey!
I listened to a simulation of the early implants. Even in a one-on-one conversation, the sound was harsh and distorted, but in a crowd, Corey said it could be positively painful. Now, he didn't like to switch off the implant in front of his parents. He sensed the emotional weight of it. But sometimes, enough is enough. And the silence was beautiful.
It went all the way into the parking lot.
I saw him touching his ear beforehand, and I didn't know why, but I kept thinking about it.
I was just 100% in the moment. Who wouldn't be? Look what we did. We created a hero.
Guess we got what we wanted.
We took a risk. We went out on that limb. We gave that bravery to him.
Keep surprising us.
And look what we did.
Look what he did.
I wouldn't change a thing.
This game is his life.
He hit his
Keeps his
stride
feelings
with the strength
inside.
that we helped
We
him
really
find.
cut it